Lucie Arnaz, the only daughter of Lucille and Desi Arnaz, is opening up about the complexities of growing up in the spotlight and the legacy of her iconic parents. In a rare and candid interview, she addressed one of the most talked about aspects of her family's past: her father's alleged affairs during his marriage to the legendary redhead. For decades, Lucille and Desi Arnaz captivated audiences on screen as the hilarious, lovable couple Lucie and Ricky Ricardo. Their chemistry was undeniable, but behind the scenes, their marriage was far more complicated. Desi's infidelities were the subject of Hollywood whispers and tabloid headlines, and for the first time in years, Lucie is offering her perspective. "He was flawed," Lucie said, "but he was also one of the most charismatic, brilliant, and generous men I've ever known. There's no denying that he made mistakes, and my mother suffered because of them. But I think it's important to understand the full picture of who he was." Lucie, now in her early 70s, admitted that the topic was difficult for her to address publicly. "For a long time, I didn't want to talk about it. It felt like I was betraying him or dragging up pain that didn't need to be relived," she said. "But I also know that my parents' story is part of American television history, and people are still fascinated by them. If my speaking can offer some clarity, then I think it's worth it." According to Lucie, Desi's extramarital behavior was not a secret within the family, even when she was young. "I would hear things, sometimes from the press, sometimes from whispers among adults," she recalled. "My mom never tried to hide it from us. She didn't spell it out in detail, but we were aware." She also acknowledged how much pain it caused her mother. "She loved my father deeply, probably more than anyone else in her entire life, and she forgave him more times than she should have. But she always believed in the good in him. She didn't want a divorce, but eventually she had no choice." Despite their eventual split in 1960, Lucille and Desi remained close until his death in 1986. Lucie spoke movingly about the love that never quite died between them. "They would talk on the phone, they would see each other. My mom was there when he was sick. She was the last person he spoke to. That says something." Lucie also emphasized that Desi wasn't just a philandering husband. He was a pioneer. He changed the face of television. Without him, there would be no reruns, no three-camera sitcoms, no ownership deals for stars. He was so much more than the headlines. Still, she doesn't excuse the pain he caused. "He hurt people, my mom especially, and that's not okay. I think he knew that. I think he carried guilt with him. But he was also a man of his time, and he was under enormous pressure. None of that justifies it, but it helps explain it." Lucie also reflected on how the public still romanticizes their parents' relationship. "People see them as Lucie and Ricky, and they want to believe that what was on TV was real, but the truth is always more complicated. They had a real, deep love, but it wasn't always happy, and that's okay. That's human." In speaking out, Lucie hopes to honor both her parents, not just for their contributions to entertainment, but for their resilience as individuals. "My mother was a trailblazer, a genius. My father was a visionary. They both struggled, they both triumphed, and they gave the world something unforgettable. I'm proud of them. But I also want people to know that they were real people with real flaws." She also shared how those lessons shaped her own life. "I've been married for over 40 years. I learned from them what to do and what not to do. Their love story taught me a lot about forgiveness, boundaries, and strength." As Lucie continues to preserve her parents' legacies through tributes, interviews, and documentaries, she says she feels a growing responsibility to be honest about their truths. "I think it's time. They were beloved by millions, but they were also human. If we can accept that, we can admire them even more, not just for what they gave us, but for what they endured." Lucie concluded by saying that sharing these memories isn't about stirring old wounds, but about offering a fuller, more honest narrative. "People still come up to me and say how much they love Lucie and Ricky," she said. "And I love that. But I also think it's powerful to know that even legends have struggles. It makes their achievements even more remarkable." With grace and honesty, Lucie continues to bridge the public's nostalgia with her parents' complex reality.